Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. So you're looking at the 2001 Bayou and we're trying to bring this thing back from the dead. One of the problems it has is the automatic clutch is just not working properly. So let's spend just a couple of minutes to fix that. This is going to be a standalone video. I am on the right hand side of the all-terrain vehicle, right, throttle side, and this is where the automatic clutch adjuster is. Now, I found the best way to take this off is by using a hammer bit, and this is what I mean by a hammer bit, right? You're able to push it in and really get some good pressure on it. These have a tendency to round out because they rust, and even the Phillips head area rusts out. So just take it slow. You guys can see I already broke this loose, and there you are. It is off. So the next thing you have to access is this is the clutch adjuster right here. And somebody's already worked on it. If you look down at the slot where the screwdriver goes, it's already pretty boogered up. So I find a lot of times that makes it hard to break the retaining bolt loose. So, you know, you start off, right, 12 millimeter. And I've already broken it loose, but I tried it with the 12 millimeter and it wouldn't come loose. Once again, I ended up having to use the hammer bit. So here we go, hammer time. Once again, make sure it's turning in the right direction. And it should... So now you can see it's loose enough to turn. So I think you guys could see, right, it's easy to turn. And what you do is you turn it clockwise, and right there all the play is out of your shift linkage. So when you either lift the shifter up or down, it pushes the clutch in and disengages it. So on these, it typically says, if you read the manuals and all, a quarter turn. I normally back it off just 1/8 of a turn, because if you back it off the full quarter turn, there's a lot of play in the linkages, and normally you just have it so that the linkage allows the clutch to fully engage, right? And you'll know if it's not, because while you're out riding it, you know, especially when you shift up, you'll get a little, it'll feel like neutral, right? Your clutch will slip. So once again, I normally, tight and back it off about 1/8, right? And this is going to take 2 hands, but if you just you're going to have to hold the slot at some point, right? And just make sure you tighten up the retainer so it doesn't go one way or the other. Typically they loosen up again, but you just want to make sure you do that properly. So that's all there is to it, right? Really hard to adjust the clutch. Remember to put everything back together again. That's kind of what shows the difference between a good mechanic and a lousy mechanic, right? If there are 3 bolts there, put 3 bolts back in. One could also put a little bit of lubricant of some type on the threads. Now when I tighten them, I'm just going to hand tighten these with a regular Phillips head screwdriver. I'm not going to use the hammer gun. So there we are, adjusted. We didn't break anything. The clutch is adjusted, but before I take it out, there is one other thing. This tire goes flat very, very quickly. So let's spend a couple of minutes with it. You know, standard fare. don't think this has been off in a while. This really is not an impact socket, but it does have a lifetime guarantee, so if it doesn't last, I'll just go back for another one. So anyway, wheel's off. I already slimed this wheel, so it is disappointing that it's leaking. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it up to full air pressure, and we're going to spray it with some water. And I expect the problem to be the bead or the sides or something like that. And then when you slime them and they're on the vehicle, the slime really only covers like this much. It doesn't do very well for the sidewalls or the bead. So what we might have to do is put a little more slime in there and tilt it to where the bubbles are. So the tire is off, and I was actually kind of surprised where the leak was. Right, I put that little screw there deliberately so I could find it quickly. But I checked the sides, I checked the beads, I checked the valve, where the valve stem goes into the tire, and this is the only leak. Now, I did drive on this thing, but what I'm going to do now, and once again, I deliberately wanted to have the little tapered device in there, because I want to be able to find it. I'm going to put some slime in there, and I'm going to spin it around such that that is definitely down. And what will happen is some of the slime should come out, and then I'll be able to see where the leak is. There was no slime coming out of that little crack right there. So that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully that seals this up, because I'd like to get a whole bunch of more miles out of these tires. I believe these are the OEM tires, which makes them, what, 30 years now, right? This is an 01. No, 20 years old. So this thing, those tires are 20 years old. So, you know, they're getting a little crispy, but I'd like to get another few miles out of them. So I thought I slimed this tire. I guess I'm wrong. I must have slimed the other one. My bad. So I put the slime in, spun the tire around such that it was on the bottom, and you guys could see the leak is gone. So hopefully I don't come out and find this tire flat again. So it's been about 20 hours since I worked on this tire, and you can see, right, they're both holding air. The other thing I want you to see is that this thing has a differential. See how the tires spin in different directions. So, and with that, by the way, this is that Bayou 300. Anyway, with that, I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to thank everybody for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember, feet down, heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.